Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzugaray and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework, talk to a professional, and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments, and only invest what you're willing to lose.
Time to log into the blockchain and find out what's the latest in Bitcoin and crypto in our Crypto Bro Show.
Crypto Bros.
This segment brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Take your home or business to the next level with RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Call Ray or Mike at 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their fantastic work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Here's the Crypto Bro himself, Orlando Alzugaray.
Thank you. All right, a little Crypto Bro Show. Let's get to it here. Our 7th episode, so please catch up with the other ones if you have not seen it, so you can kind of start piecing everything together. You guys constantly ask me about how do I learn about crypto and all that. Are you going to bring the crypto show back? Well, we really hadn't done it in full go. This is the first time we've actually done 7 straight episodes on a daily basis throughout the week. And I might add stuff over the weekends. If things really, now when we start turning here, we're going to have green weekends, and we'll probably have to get into it and start getting into some of the altcoins that I like. I'll tell you the ones that I'm invested in. I'll tell you the ones that I do like that I'm not invested in. I'll tell you the ones that I don't like that I'm not invested in, and those kind of things. The market, by the way, today, the Dow is down 117 points. The S&P is down about 17.5 points. The NASDAQ is down almost a complete point. In crypto, Bitcoin right now is in the 59 range. It's at 59,606. It went down to 58,986. So it tested that. So a great opportunity. And, I want to start off in the Crypto Bro Show talking, obviously, a little bit about Bitcoin, because right now you've got a dip going on in Bitcoin. And one of the things that when you look at the overall big picture, Sean, if you can pull up the last chart that I sent you on that singular email, and you could drive yourself crazy looking at the daily, the weekly, and even the monthly movement of Bitcoin at times, because you're going to have peaks and valleys that last a day, days, weeks, sometimes months, sometimes even a year. Okay, it'll happen. And when you're in the complete crypto winter after the bull run, you go into, I don't think Bitcoin will ever do that, but the altcoins will go into a crypto winter that could last a year or two. You know what I mean? But with Bitcoin, you have to look at it over time, over a 4-year, 8-year, 12-year, 10-year period. And this is what you need to see. Returns over the last 10 years, right there. Look at that. Look at that graph right there. Look where Bitcoin stands over the last 10 years. 569,772. That's the plus that you're at. Tesla's second. Look at all the other stuff. Google, Apple, doesn't matter what it is, dude. Amazon, nothing. Any of the big 7, gold, you name it, all of that. Returns in the past 10 years. Because you have to hold it through time. And then through time is where you build the wealth. You don't build the wealth in the first couple of months. That's the lottery that you sign and then you hit. Or maybe sometimes you hit on a meme coin and it goes to, Kingdom Come, and you're able to sell and get the hell out right away. This is a permanent thing. This is something that is going to go up perpetually over time. And there's a finite amount of it. And as I keep telling you, once this pump starts, these numbers, 50s and 60s, and I believe even the 70s, you'll never see these numbers ever again. Once we start getting into the 90s and into the hundreds and all that stuff, you'll never, ever see those numbers ever again. Because financial institutions, whales, corporations, cities, states, countries, they're amassing this asset. And sadly, a lot of the people that don't understand it are selling it right now, which is beautiful. I love it. And when I saw this dip, I don't look at it as a negative. I look at it like a buying opportunity. And that's what I did. When it hit 58.9, I said, you know what, let me take a little dip here in the pool. And I took a dip in the pool, which is really on the wall. Got a color TV so I can see the next play basketball. And I had to take the dip. And I did. And I'm going to take advantage of it. And I would, I'm not a financial advisor, as it says there. Okay. You need financial advice, go seek a professional. But this sports talk show host, from everything I see going on, and I'm going to show you what's going on. Okay. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on in the world of crypto. First of all, let's start off with the first graph with JP Morgan. Remember, as I've pointed out with JP Morgan, and Sean knows because he hears the show every day. And I tell you all the time with JP Morgan that they tell you Bitcoin's bad, and Jamie Dimon, that piece of shit, he called Bitcoin a pet rock. This is the guy that got fined $30 million or 30 billion. No, 30 million, I think it was, for manipulating silver. This is the guy that constantly lies. Look at that graph there that says of JP Morgan. Are they into crypto trading and custody? Yes. Private crypto funds? Yeah, they got the green dot. Crypto ETFs? Yeah, in fact, they're one of the main investors on BlackRock's ETF. Crypto-enabled payments? Yeah. Tokenization? Yeah. So let me ask you, Sean, do you see anybody with green dots all the way across? And we're talking CME, we're talking Deutsche Bank, we're talking Fidelity, we're talking Goldman Sachs, we're talking HSBC, we're talking the big boys of the big boys of the big boys. These are only heavy hitters on this list. And that guy, all he did was lie, 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 and lie again. And he tells you not to do it, but don't go by what they say. You go by what they do. JP Morgan Chase is all over crypto. I'm the one that told you for a couple years when he kept bitching about Bitcoin. I'm telling you, his European arm is buying Bitcoin. They're just not doing it here in the United States. They're amassing it over there in Europe. It doesn't matter where you do it. It's worldwide. You just put it in your crypto, in your custodial wallet, and you can go anywhere in the world. Carry it anywhere. You can move hundreds, millions, and billions of dollars just with some numbers, just with some letters in your head. That's it. It's amazing. 12 words in your head, and you will walk anywhere. You don't need a wallet or anything. You don't need a safe. You don't need anything. 12 words. That's it. Nobody can touch it. I mean, that kind of stuff you can't beat. And so that's why I show you this, because I got to show you the proof. Now, the U.S. debt, okay? I want to show you this because the U.S. debt is right now at $35 trillion. And again, I don't care who wins, okay? Democrats or Republicans, it doesn't matter to me. It's a debt-ridden society. I'm going to prove it to you how you're going to have no choice anyway. It doesn't matter who wins. Bitcoin's the one that's going to win, okay? They can try to slow it down. They can try to do whatever they want. There's our deficit. And this hasn't been updated yet because the year hasn't finished and we're over 35 trillion. This is how our debt is growing. It doesn't grow gradually. It is growing hypersonic, bro. Hyperbolic. It is growing parabolic. Okay? I mean, you want a stock. It's running like a meme coin. Now check this out. Next one. Check out Schwab Investors. Okay. And this is amazing because Schwab Investors, it says almost half of Schwab respondents said that they plan to invest in crypto ETFs more than bonds, international, alts, and this is amazing stuff. The Schwab one, no, that's not it. That one's coming. Let me see. Keep going. I think it's go back up again. Might be the top one. Let me see. Let me see. Go back up again. Oh, that's it. Okay, go down. I think it's no, the next one. The next one. The next one. That one. There you go. Yeah, that's the graph right there. So this one you look at, and it shows you, man, what Schwab investors are going to end up doing. Look at that. Asset classes, ETFs, investors plan to invest in U.S. equities. Look at where cryptocurrencies are at right now. It's already skipping bonds and fixed income. And it'll eventually become over U.S. equities. So this is why Schwab customers, and again, this is all USB, all the wirehouses are all going to do this. And they're all going to add Bitcoin ETFs. And when they do, it's going to get crazy. Now, go back to the graph that shows you with the inflation and I just showed you our what's it called? Our deficit at 35 trillion. Here's a graph that shows you where it's at and where it's going. And where it doesn't matter if Harris gets in or if Trump gets in, whatever you believe in and all that kind of stuff. I'm just telling you where our money is going. Doesn't matter either one. Look where it's at now. We're at 35 trillion. Look where that graph is going. It's going over 90 trillion in the next 10 years. In the next 10 years. Remember, I told you that we'll be over, it'll be 35 trillion by the end of the year, easy, maybe even close to 36. Whoever you vote in next will have to print 10 trillion more to devalue the money in order to pay for everything. That's why these idiots that overreact about FEMA and all that, FEMA will never run out of money. They'll just go to the printer. Of course, that's why they can say that they have the money and that they'll cover and they'll have it. And when Trump was in office, they raised the debt ceiling 4 times. They all do it, dude. It doesn't matter which one's in office. They did it 3 times under Biden, 4 times under Trump. They raise it. And so if they need more money and then they'll, we're going to shut down the government. No, you're not going to shut down the government because everything it would be catastrophic. You're going to keep the government open. You're going to bitch and complain, and then you're going to end up printing more money. It's what they do. They have no choice. There is no other way. And that's why I keep warning you where our money is going and how it's going to be devalued. You think inflation is inflation's worse in many other countries, way worse than what we have. But it's going to be like other countries soon. It just doesn't matter who's in office because they have no choice. And they're going to print and print and print and print and print. Our last 2 presidents have printed like no presidents have ever printed before. I'm dying to find out if Biden broke Trump's record because Trump owns the record of 8 trillion. I'm dying to find out the final numbers here once they kick the old man out to see if he finally, because it's going to be either 7 or he'll match Trump's 8 trillion or it'll go to 9 trillion. But it'll be close. It'll be right there. It'll be either or, whatever. And then the next president will print like 10 trillion. It's just the way it is. And this graph shows you where we're going, where our money's going. That's where your inflation comes from. Besides, corporations don't want to lower their prices either. But that just kind of tells you, okay? The other thing, let me give you a couple of notes also going on. The core inflation rose to 3.3%. It's the first increase since March. 258,000 people, by the way, filed for unemployment this week, above the expectations of 230. So this is, remember what I told you before when they made a 50-point rate cut and then employment numbers were strong. That employment numbers being strong is not good because then the rate cuts aren't coming. But if inflation it still holds up and goes up, or jobs are still holding strong, you might get a quarter point cut. And if the inflation starts to go up, they may not even make a cut. But for those people thinking that there's a half point coming, a half point cut in November, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I believe you either get a quarter or you get nothing. And they're like, oh man, we're going to have to keep tightening this thing. That's why Bitcoin is going to be fed one way or the other, because there's going to be a financial collapse. It's coming. It's just how long can they put it off and fool most of us that it's not happening? Remember how they lied to you about recession and they told you it's transitory and all that? Yellen lied about that and all that, and it's not. And they don't want to tell you, but we've been in a recession for over a year, but they won't tell you that. The entire world has been in a recession forever. It's a bad thing, man. How about this? SEC Commissioner Mark Udea says their crypto policies have been a disaster for the whole industry. Our agenda is directed by Gensler. I think our policies and our approach over the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. Finally, somebody in the SEC, because they know Gary's going to get fired, so they know them, and they know that whoever takes over is firing Gensler. Harris is not going to have him if she stays. Trump definitely is firing him. So he's gone. So now they're finally being honest because, of course, Gensler is under Yellen and that bitch Warren, piece of crap, and Biden. God, I hope John Deaton beats the crap out of Warren in November. You people in Massachusetts. I mean, Elizabeth Warren, really? How stupid can you be? Anyway, let's see. What else do we have? Nearly half, by the way, of the traditional hedge funds, 47%, now invest in crypto. Okay? That's up 29% from last year. That's because we're getting closer and closer to what? Regulations. And they know it. Because once we get the new president, the regulations are coming in with both presidents. Either one, they're going to have immediate crypto regulations. Not that Trump knows anything, but the Republicans already have it in place. It's just they can't move it forward because the Democrats have kind of killed it. Not kind of, have killed it for now. Toothpaste out of the tube. South Korea is now considering allowing institutions to buy Bitcoin and crypto. So that's going to happen. This is huge. OKX, which is a crypto exchange, an international crypto exchange, it has secured full UAE license, unlocking trading services for retail and institutional investors. So now, remember, the Arab nations really haven't gotten yet into this crypto thing. And when that money starts to get into it, not a financial advisor, I'm just telling you what's coming. And when it happens, and when Bitcoin is in several 100,000 and you're like, damn, I should have listened to O. But hey, somebody else, Steve Hanke is somebody I follow, and you should, if you're an investor, you should follow Hanke, because he was in Reagan's White House, by the way. He's a professor of economics at Johns Hopkins. So, he's kind of smart, just a little bit, just a tad. So he put up a graph of the top 10 countries with inflation. And check it out, Zimbabwe. Look at this. The annual measured inflation rate as of October 4, 2024, 1,266% increase of inflation in Zimbabwe. I think your dollar is going to go pretty far there. Sudan, well, they got some issues there. 345%. South Sudan, 327%. Nigeria, they've been going through hell, 122%. And then and so forth. And look, Argentina is still there at 53%. Egypt, 43. Ghana, 39. Libya, 31. Liberia, 28. We talk about 4% here. Talk about 3% here. And that's because their money is going crazy. Crazy. Okay? So I'm just kind of, again, it's not, nothing in the world is perfect, but there's a lot of imperfect going on, and it's how they handle our money in Zimbabwe or in the United States. We're just behind them, but we're headed in the same direction because we all do the same stupid things. Look at Germany's government. They have gone completely to shit. I mean, when Volkswagen has to fire 30,000 people in Germany, they're not firing 30,000 from a plant in Australia or the United States. No. The Volkswagen plant's in Germany. So just giving you the skinny, and Bitcoin right now enjoying a nice sweet bottom of 59 right now, right? We still have 59, 59.6. Look at it. If you bought the 58.986 or got it at 59 even already, it's already at 59.692. And every time people have dumped, others have bought. By the way, R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall, a proud sponsor of the Crypto Bro Show. Complete full. And listen, when Bitcoin blows up and you're saying, honey, you want to remodel the house? Let's go. Let's call R&M Contractors. Yeah, man. Ray and Mike, I could talk some Bitcoin with Ray while everybody else is fixing the home. Complete remodel, kitchen upgrades with appliances, waterproofing, your terrace, balcony, so important nowadays, especially if you own a condo. Impact windows, door installation. Lord knows with all the storms we're getting hit by, we need that. And by the way, the other thing about impact windows, if you own dogs, it's less noise for them, less barking for you, because sometimes the outside noise gets them going. I know because I have 4 dogs. You have impact windows, there's less noise they hear me. You know what I'm saying? As sensitive as it is, just calls out less. I'm just telling you. Floor restoration, maintenance, stucco repairs. When they do drywall, they've got level 5 finish. They take it to another level, 305-345-3649. So when your Bitcoin bags blow up and you want to improve the home, you call R&M Contractors, 305-349-3649. Hour number 2 is next.
The Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. From complete makeovers for homes or condos to impact windows and doors to drywall with level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike at RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their exceptional work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Follow Big O for more crypto insight on X or Twitter.